heart of 19th century Europe, a young Filipino writer sits alone, his hands trembling from hunger and cold. Yet, despite the biting Berlin winter, his spirit burns with a purpose to awaken his motherland from its deep slumber. It all began on January 2, 1884 when Jose Rizal, inspired by Harriet Beecher Stowie's Uncle Tom's Cabin, proposed a novel that would unveil the plight of the Filipino people under Spanish tyranny. However, his fellow expatriates in Madrid hesitated. Undeterred, Rizal resolved to write the novel alone. With unwavering determination, Rizal started writing in Madrid, completing half of the manuscript. He continued in Paris, then moved to Germany, where he finally penned the last chapters in Wilhelmsfield between April and June of 1886. But finishing the novel was only half the battle. Penniless and sickly, Rizal saw no hope of publishing his work. In despair, he nearly cast his manuscript into the flames. Then, like a Christmas miracle, a friend arrived, Dr. Maximo Viola, the legendary Santa Claus of the Noli. Seeing Rizal's desperate state, Viola provided the much-needed funds to print the novel. On February 21, 1887, the Noli Tangere was ready for printing. Rizal even had to delete an entire chapter, Elias and Salome, to cut costs. By March 21, the novel finally came off the press. With excitement and trepidation, Rizal sent the first copies to his closest friends, including his confidant, Ferdinand Blumentritt. In his letter, he declared it is the first impartial and bold book on the life of the Tagalogs. But the road ahead was perilous. The German police, suspicious of Rizal's movements, accused him for being a French spy. Only after he eloquently defended himself in flawless German was he allowed to stay in the country.
In gratitude, Rizal gifted Maximo Viola the galley proofs of the Noli, a token of friendship and sacrifice. The novel shocked the Philippines to its core. The friars condemned it, while patriots hailed it as a masterpiece. Its impact was undeniable. It planted the seeds of revolution. More than a book, Noli Tangere was a weapon. It was a call for change, a mirror to the nation's suffering, and a spark that would set the flames of freedom ablaze. This was Rizal's gift to his people, a story that would never be silenced. The characters of Noli Tangere were not merely fiction. They were a reflection of real people. Maria Clara was inspired by Leonor Rivera, Rizal's lost love. Clara and Elias represented Rizal himself, while the wise philosopher Tasio embodied his brother Pasiano. Padre Salvi was linked to the cruel friar Antonio Pernavilla, while Padre Damaso represented the domineering immoral friars of Rizal's time. Captain Tiago was modeled after Captain Hilario Sonico of San Nicolas, and the tragic brothers Basilio and Crispin were inspired by the real-life Crisostomo brothers of Hagonoy. The Noli Tangere was not just a novel, it was a revolution in words. It exposed the harsh realities of Spanish colonial rule and awakened the Filipino spirit. Through his writing, Rizal lit a fire that will never be extinguished. I do not write for this generation. I am writing for the generations yet to come.